All right now, family, here we are again in the heavenly court room of Abba Yehovah with this breathful indeed message already titled for you and me, right in part 1. The mystery of Ashkenaz is the greatest deception on earth, part 2. So, we have already established 3 letters. If you are a constant follower by now, you understand what Abba Yehovah is doing in this platform, teaching alphabet by alphabet. Okay, you and I know that names carries authority. There is a good authority and there is a bad authority. Names carry glory, also names carry wickedness. Okay, and that's what Abba Yehovah is doing over here. It might seem so wonderful to you, like when they said Muhammad means praiseworthy, but we unveil the wickedness inside that name. All right, so we know what names is. Okay, so right now we have already established 3 alphabets. In case I share this in the newsfeed, because 100% I'm going to be doing my job, because that is what Abba Yehovah called me for, to reach out to the Lordship of Israel and also to the chosen Gentiles. Okay, so when I shared it on the newsfeed and you haven't watched part 1 or listened to part 1, please, I encourage you, kindly drop it and go and listen to part 1 in order for you to understand what part 2 is all about. There is no way you can understand what part 2 is all about whereby you did not listen to part 1. Okay, that is, you are just cutting the head, or massaging the head of Sempet, or cutting, the grass without uprooting. So in order for you to uproot, you need to go right away to part 1. There you get the deep meaning of this word called Ashkenaz. Ashkenaz. All right now. If you found it interesting or important to your soul, of course, listen to part 1. Okay. So right now we have already dealt with 3 alphabets. We established powerfully already 3 alphabets. So the A, L, and H. All right. Now what did A go for? It simply go for Allah's authority everywhere in the 4 corners of the earth, like unto that of omnipresence. He said, I'm going to make myself like the Most High. And that's how did they do it? Through lies, winds, strange doctrines, flies everywhere. Now the letter 2. The second letter, S. What did they go for? Synagogue of Satan. Simple as that. So this is the hidden demons inside this name Ashkenaz. Synagogue of Satan. Listen to part 1 in order for you to know how do they operate this very spirit called Synagogue of Satan. Now the third letter, what did it go for? H, isn't it? Harlots in the land, harlots in the Holy Land. They are harlots, harlotries in the Holy Land. We established it so wonderfully, unrefutable, undisputable. So right now we are proceeding to the letter K. So the letter K, what did it go for? I encourage you family to listen to part 1. Okay? Because this message, Yahushua make it so clear, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Deliverance is being taught, not casting, not binding, not fasting. Okay? He never said, go and fast and pray. He never, for you to be set free, he never said, no, he said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So whereby you fasting, you casting, and you binding under the foundation of a lie, you're going to get deliverance? Not at all. In order for you to get deliverance, Yahushua says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free, or make you free. So right now, which means lies is a bondage. Lie means destruction. Lies can take you into, of course, where lie is going to take you into the coven of destruction. That's it. Because you believe a lie, you worship a lie. You live for a lie. You labor for a lie. You testify to the lies of Allah, Serpent, okay? But in order for you to be set free, Christianity is a lie. Islam is a lie. Synagogue of Satan is a lie. So that's what we are unveiling over here. So there's no way you can build on this foundation. They are wrong foundation, and you will be expecting deliverance. That is not true. That isn't true at all. That is like a one deceiving his or her own soul. So in order for you to help your soul to live, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So right now, let's unveil the letter K. So right now, the letter K, here we go. What did it go for? Simply go for again Kabbalah, Talmud, knowledge of Allah. Have you ever heard of this word called Kabbalah? Yes, that is in their name. Kabbalah is their book. Kabbalah is their holy text. Kabbalah is what guide their life, lives, their steps, their every now and then in and out. That is their noble textbook. That is the book that instructs them. Whatever the books tell them to do, that is what they do. Now, what is Kabbalah? What is the fourth letter of this word called Ashkenaz? What is the fourth letter, letter K? What did it go for? Kabbalah, Talmud, knowledge of Allah. All right. So we'll put scriptures and we'll also put history. How comes this Kabbalah? All right now, the Kabbalah is what guides their lives. They said the belief, this synagogue Satan, this Ashkenaz, that comes from Caucasia, the Khazars. They said the royal law is a book of mysteries, okay, that needs to be unlocked. So in order for you to unlock, the royal law, the Bible, the Torah, you must use Kabbalah. And this Kabbalah, it is occultism. This is a book. Oh, my Father. Anyway, let me put the history. I think that one will be more easier for me. So here is this Zohar. Zohar is a collective book that contains many authors or writers. Okay, Kabbalah is over here. This is the Kabbalah. So they believe that the royal law is is filled with code and need to be decoded. So rather, for you to decode the royal law, you need to use this Zohar or Kabbalah, okay, or Talmud. They are all over here, okay. So right now, a brief history about the very head of the Kabbalah, okay. What is his name? I'm not going to call you Rabbi because you are past that. In your what's mighty name is because Simon. That is it. I'm not going to add nothing absolute because it's totally irritating. So Kabbalah author Simeon was born 40 years after 70 AD. Okay, that is after 70 AD when the Roman Empire overthrown our forefather, when they now fled for their life into west coast of Africa. 40 years later, this very demon was birthed. He came now with Kabbalah, Zohar. Anyway, before Yehoshua was around, they already have the synagogue of Satan. They already have Talmud. Okay? Babylonian Talmud. You can sort it out yourself. You can go to YouTube. You're going to find it over there. You can also go to Google. You're going to find it over there. But I encourage you, not to read this very book, Zohar. But it will be good for you when you look into Talmud. I'm also going to put Talmud, okay? But this very Zohar, Zohar, it is an occult book. Madonna is using it. British Space is using it. This world leader, they are all into this it is book of occult. It is occultism, okay? It is occultism. It's so satanic. I couldn't listen to it. It's so provoking. I said, when I prompt me to go into history about how this Kabbalah came about, and I said, okay, I went to Wikipedia. I also went to Wikisource to see what is Kabbalah. I saw it. When I intended to read it, I couldn't stand it. It's full of demons. It's really, really demonized. I'm going to put it into you. I will show it until you illustrate it to you how they use Kabbalah to pray. It is the book the astral world is using the astrologize. It is the very book the occult, the Freemasonry, the Illuminati, the Scarabo. It is the book of occult. I strongly believe this is the book they are also using in Ugboni. I strongly believe because I've been hearing it those days that they are using the five book of Moshe. So how can that be? Because every single name, biblical character you found in this book. What is this book said is doing is unlocked or unveiled or unlocking the code, because they said the royal law is a code, is full of code. So in order for you to understand the royal law, you need to study Zohar. Don't dare, it's full of demon. Is demonic. Right now, what the place I could listen to, he lived, this very demon called Simeon lived in a cave for 13 good years, because after the Romans persecution, he was birthed 40 days later. And again, he now went to go and hide in a cave, okay? Because you know, their forefathers knew us. Their forefathers, they were among us. They were the Pharisees. I'm going to unveil that when we come to the second letter. All right now. Oh, so he was also running for his life because Roman, empire was still, breathing out violence against the people of the book that refused to submit to their Sunday madness and their wickedness. So they were destroying our forefather. Millions died. Millions also fled into west coast of Africa, while some also, submit unto them what they want. All right now. So this demon was birthed 40 years after that, and he lived in a cave. Okay, he lived in a cave for a whole 13 years. So while he was in this cave, all right, according to this demon, he said, Eliyahu appears unto him in this cave. Have you ever observed one thing? If you are a constant follower, you're gonna be hearing this from me. Muhammad also received Quran in the cave. Joseph Smith also received his teaching, the one the Mormonism is carrying today, in the cave. And this Zohar, author of Zohar, Simeon, also received Zohar in the cave. You see, Allah always meeting them all in the cave. All these wicked books that came to contradict the royal law, they are being given to their author right in the cave. You see, look at Muhammad. He called Jubre, that is Gabriel. I'm going to call it because my lovely angel is not Gabriel, neither Jubre. We call his name in the holy tongue Havriel. Okay? But not Havriel do they see. He see demon. Muhammad see demon. Look at the other one, Joseph Smith, that also came with the Book of Mormon to contradict the royal law. Angel Maru, I don't know where that one even came from. That one was Maru he also gave him that huge book right at the cave. Muhammad also have that huge book, Quran, right at the cave. You also see this very huge, but whatever, almost 2,000 pages, right also at the cave. You see, Allah is in the move. You see, so what is the fourth letter of this word called Ashkenaz? Kabbalah, Talmud, knowledge of Allah. Be given to their authors right at the cave. So he was at the cave 30 whole year and he received the Kabbalah, he received the Kabbalah, and he said, Elijah, I'm going to call him so. Elijah was the one who came to taught him. So Elijah taught him and his son that was born out of wedlock, original prophet, sound like Muhammad as well. He now taught him all the level of 125 level of a prophet. He said you must acquire this degree of 125, okay, level. When you get to this 125 level, therefore you are now in the level of a prophet. So that is why he now called himself a prophet, because Elijah told him now that he has come up to the level of 125 degree. So right now he's now a prophet. Therefore he now begin to decode the Torah, the royal law, onto this Simeon. Okay, so right now, What is that? Did I jot down? This was few I could listen to. And again, it is, this Zohar also have a numeric code, to unlock spiritual rain. So how did it works? If you want to know maybe how to prosper, there is a code this Zohar needs to give unto you in practicing. That is occultism, okay? So your name is going to bring out the code. The alphabet of your name is going to give you now this code. And again, to record spiritual events, there is a code. This Zohar also needs to, you need to acquire from this Zohar. So when you acquire that code from Zohar, therefore, that code that you acquire from Zohar be, established or be magneted in your soul, is going to be recording every spiritual event in your spirit. In order for you to record spiritual event, that is dreams, so you need to get that code from Zohar. All right. So again, he also said another nonsense. He said a lot of rubbish that I could not even stand, because it is an occultism. Really, when you study, you are going to be, you will feel that spirit so strong behind you. It is a wickedness. Okay, they call this book mystical. Kabbalistic book, it is because mystical, to unveil the underworld. If you want to know what is going on in the underworld, therefore go for Kabbalah. Okay? How dare you now? You now say it called every biblical character, names of the holy people of Yahuwah is found in this Zohar. Okay, is found in this Zohar. So now, British Spears, what does she have with the, oh, my father? Ah, no. The Freemasonic? Ah, no. McDonough? Oh, no. These are all these are the ones that review themselves, okay? There are many of them that is using this book occultism secretly. Because some don't want people to know that they are into this Kabbalah. They also have the hall called Kabbalah Center. I also saw my donor went there, I think 2000 or whatever, 2015 or so. She have a speech. You can go there, express what you understand about Kabbalah. So with that being told, you should have known by now it is really satanism given to this Simeon by Allah again to contradict the royal law. Okay, so they are a betrayer, and they will keep betraying until they enter in the link of fire. So let me see if I also jot other things down. The one that we are able to listen to, 25 degree, that is the level of prophet. Yes, it said Eliyahu visited them in the cave and teach them Torah. Kabbalah was, concealed. Yes, it said yes. Another thing I jotted down from the way I were able to read, I couldn't. I was feeling headache, attacked. I said, no, I can't go for this. I'm sorry, Abba Yehovah. With this little that I have already, it's okay for me. So right now, what did he say? He said Kabbalah was hidden in the Ark of the Covenant. This Kabbalah was inside the Ark of the Covenant, okay, ready until the one that is being, it said Moshe was not meant to decode the royal law. Moshe was only being sent to give out the royal law. So he said this honor was kept for him and his son, to be birthed and come and decode the royal law. Meanwhile, this Kabbalah was right in the Ark of the Covenant. Okay? Until he was birthed to decode the royal law. And this guy also said him and his son will deliver the entire world from destruction, right from the beginning, now, and in the future. He said this is the level God has raised them into, to be a deliverer of the whole world. He said, I will deliver the whole world. That is Allah speaking, okay? And that was really, really irritating. So let me also check other things that I jotted down. Concealed, okay. Yeah, Kabbalah was also concealed. It was written, okay, concealed. 800 years. Yeah, 800 years. So Arab was the one who found this Kabbalah and sold it now to other ones that publish it. Arab again. You see, this Kabbalah was written and be hidden. No one knows about Kabbalah. Okay, so now who found this Kabbalah Okay, it was Arab Ma, Arabic Ma. You see that they are one family. Rather, maybe you wanted the Kabbalah to rust and not to be funded, not to be used. But Arabege, the son of Allah, was the one found this Kabbalah and bring it out and sold it for some guy and then publish it. Sold it. He can, yes, and then I sold it and publish it. Okay. Okay, yeah, he said he can deliver the whole world from judgment from the day he was birthed in the past, now, and future. You must feel the light of God in your heart. All right, now another thing I jotted down from the Zohar or Kabbalah, it said when you are repeating, it's all called they are invoking power. Maybe I'm going to play just little part for it for you to see. When you are repeating, you need to repeat, you keep repeating and repeating. Therefore, your level spiritually will be growing and growing until you grow to the 10th level. Okay, until you acquire the level 10, whatever. Therefore, you will not feel the light. Where did I jot it? You will not feel the light of God inside your heart. Level 10, to attain it, until you activate it, you are going to keep dying and coming and dying. Yes, I love that. I also jotted this down. So they also teach about incarnation. You will die. You will have to read. If you don't attain, according to Zohar Kabbalah, if you don't attain level 10 to acquire that light inside of you, he said you will die and you will someone will rebel you again. And if you don't attain it, you die. Someone will rebel you again. If you don't attain it, you will die. Someone will rebel you until you acquire this level 10. He says is the level you must acquire. When you get to this level 10, therefore, this level 10 is going to make the light shine, the light of this God to shine all over you in your heart. So until you get to that, you acquire it. Even though you die, you are coming back again. Someone is gonna get you, is gonna give birth to you again. You die. That is incarnation. Okay? That is satanism. We don't have whereby the royal law said after death is to face judgment. But Kabbalah says not so. Alright now. We have so much to discuss. It's a bit heavy. Just bear with me a little bit. Let me also check other important ones that I jotted down. When you research this, when you reach, when you reach this level 10 stages, a starting level to attain. Okay. When you attain the light, yes. When you reach this level 10, starting level 10. Okay. Okay. Starting. All right, now let me take it again. So when you reach this level 10, therefore a starting level to attain this God light is a starting level to attain this God light. The concealment will disappear. A voice will fill your heart. God be like a voice is gonna speak to you. Okay, a voice when the light come, you're gonna hear this voice. Okay, feel like God, be like God. So a voice is gonna be speaking to you now. You have to feel as God. You have to be like God. You have to act like God. Now you are God. That sound, familiar. Genesis 3. It's Allah speaking over here again. There are a lot. I quoted because I was a bit scared. It was so irritating. Talmud. Okay, now I'm going to read some part for you. Now. So before I start reading some part for you, I want you to take a very close look to how they use Kabbalah to pray, because I don't want to forget it. It's very, very important for yourself. So if you are worthy of life, you will not sit down and judge the synagogue of Satan. So what is their fourth letter? What is the fourth letter of this word called Ashkenaz? Kabbalah to more knowledge of Allah. Knowledge of Allah, okay? So take a close look how they invoke spirit, okay? And I'm also going to put the royal law, how they decode it, okay? Listen, okay?
Yo, oh, ya, oh, ye, oh, e, oh, you, ah, yo, ah, ya, ah, ye, ah, e, ah, you, yo, eh, ya, eh, ye, eh, ye, eh, you, e, yo, e, ya, e, ye, e, ye, e, you, oo, yo, oo, ya, oo, ye, oo, ye, oo, you.
So you heard for yourself. What the in fact, so irritating. Something the first time I saw this was so scary. This is what Talmud, and this is what Zohar teaches. Keep invoking, keep invoking, keep invoking. Okay? He said as you keep invoking, repeating and repeating, then you're gonna get that light. You will feel it in your heart. Then it will tell you now that you should feel like God, you should act like God, you are not God. Alright, now I want to read some part from their book. Oh my fellow. You can also get this out for yourself. Just go out there and do all this common research for yourself. Erube or Irube 21b. Listen now. My son, this is Talmud. Okay? My son, be more careful to observe excuse me, the words of the scribes than the words of the Torah, Old Testament. So this is what the teaches. So be more careful. And this were the Pharisees that were giving Yehoshua a tough time. So let's put some more. Another one I also find so interesting. This is Talmud, okay? And this is the very one Yahushua was refuting in Luke chapter 7. I'm also going to read it. I just want to first of all pass out their information. Then before I will now use the royal law to refute their wickedness. Listen now. Baba Mezu, or Meza, I don't know, Mezu, 59b. Rabbi debates Yehovah and it defeated him. This same book said Adam was the one that kicked Yehovah out of the Garden of Eden. Not Yehovah, okay? Okay, let's put some more. So this, again, you can find in Genesis 3, okay? So now, to my understanding what I got over here, the vision I got over here, what was they talking about? They said this rabbi debates Yehovah and it defeated Yehovah. How? Genesis 3, that is where it is serpent, they are calling it rabbi, it is Allah, they are calling rabbi over here. Rabbi simply means great one or big one, great one, okay? You are not great one, Allah is not Kobaro, okay? That is what rabbi never means teachers, not at all. That you are seeing in New Testament, it is error of translation. Rabbi simply means great one or big one. Okay, great one. Now it said this rabbi debated Yehovah and he defeated Yehovah. So where do they defeat Yehovah as they debated Yehovah? It is right in Genesis 3. Okay, Abba Yehovah has already given out his instruction. This is how things, my earth, this is how I want my earth to be, governor. This demon, Allah, again, they are calling rabbi over here, debated. Okay, he questioned that authority and said, no way, I'm going to do it my own way. And he defeated Yehovah. How? Genesis 3, he turned the royal law upside down. He defeated him. I admit, okay? I admit, Allah, you defeated us. Right in Genesis 3. But our time is almost here to put you to fire. That's it. Okay? Because all your ways simply means credit card. You can enjoy me now and later you pay for it. That's all your dealings, okay? That's what it means to us. It's just like a credit card. Enjoy now and later you're going to pay for all eternity. Yes, it defeated Yahuwah. These people, they are speaking powerfully And we know who behind it. What is the fourth letter? Kabbalah, knowledge of Allah. Okay. So I put some more. Oh, my father. Okay, in Reuben 21b, whosoever disobeys the rabbis deserves death and will be punished by being boiled in hot excrement in hell. If you disobey their ordinances, you are gonna. All right, now we'll put some more. Whosoever that disobey. That is why I think it was John chapter whatever 10 or so, when the man was healed. Okay, let me go in search of it. Yes, quickly let me read this. John chapter 9. You can read it all about that man born blind. Verses 19. And they asked them, this is Pharisees, okay, the rabbis, the Pharisees, and they asked them, saying, is this your son, who ye saw, who ye say was blind, was born blind, was born blind, how then doeth he now see? His parents answered them and said, we know not that this is we know not. They said, his parents answered his parents answered them and said, we know that this is our son, and that he was born blind, but by what means he now seeth, we know not, or who hath opened his eyes, we know not. He is of age, ask him, he shall speak for himself. These words that spake his parents, because they feared the Pharisees, so that they shouldn't be put out of the synagogue. They were afraid of them. If you disobey the ordinances of the Pharisees, the rabbis, you are gone. All right, now another part. In Mohed Katan 70a, listen to another disaster. If a Jew is tempted to do evil, he should go to a city where he is not known and do the evil there. He said you should go and hide and don't do it where you have not recognized, noticed. Okay, you can just go and hide and do it over there. You see how bastard they are. These are Talmud that they were using, mass doctrine. I'm gonna put our own to refute them. You can read Psalm 139. That saith, I cannot hide away. Where should I hide myself from? You not see me, Abayewa is everywhere. So you wrote to do evil in another state where you were not being noticed or where no one knows you. Abayewa sees it all, isn't it? So this is how backward they are. They say if you want to do evil, you can just leave your city, just go to a place where you have not, where you are a novice or no one knows you over there. You can do your evil there, return. But what about Abayewa? You can read Psalm 139. He sees it all. All right, now I put out some more. Baba Kema 113a. Talmud teaches Jewish may lie. Jewish may use, Jewish may use, or Jewish, I don't know, yeah. Jewish may use a lie to circumcise, jumping up at that. Okay, take it again. Baba Kema 130a. Jews may use lies to circumvent a Gentile. Okay, what are they teaching? They say if you want to, deceive a Gentile, you want to get something out of Gentile, you can use a lie. Exactly what we found in Quran. Exactly what I'm seeing over here is what I'm also seeing in Quran. Okay, Allah said you can make a friend with Gentile for one reason. When you feel unsaved, when you are in danger in the hands of that Gentile, you can pretend to be a friend, but inside your heart, you are cursing he or her. Oh no. The father of all liars indeed, Allah. So you see, this is a direct contradiction to what the royal law teaches. How can you say now this is the book to unlock or to unfold or to decode the mystery in the royal law, but this very book, it makes contradiction. Here I am. Okay, they say they can use a lie. Okay, Talmud said, the Jew or Israel can use a lie, to deceive the Gentile or whatever, when they are in the midst of the Gentile. Okay, hear what the royal law says, Exodus 20:16. I found this very important to put it out. Let me read it. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Wherever you go, anyone that comes around you, it is your neighbor. And you cannot bear false witnesses against that one. Whether it's your family or not, you don't. The royal law says so. You shouldn't bear false witnesses. So this book is a direct contradiction to the royal law. Listen to another contradiction. This is the book that placed over the royal law. This is the book that said is above the royal law. Ah, no. Listen to another contradiction. Sanhedrin 57a. What a Jew steal from a Gentile, he may keep. A Jew need not to pay a Gentile the wages hold him for work. So Talmud teaches that the Israel can use anyone that is not of them, You can use them, you can steal from them, you can use them to labor without paying them. Let's also put the royal law out. Okay, Exodus, we come back to the law. 20:15, thou shalt not steal. But Talmud said you should steal from Gentile. Okay. Here I am again, Romans 13:7. Render therefore to all their dues, tribute to whom tribute is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor. Okay, you should render. Excuse me. Verses 8 now. Hold no man anything. It says some man. Hold no man anything. Don't hold no one. If you hold, therefore you have to pay. He said you should therefore render to all their dues. What dues someone you need to give unto that one. When you owe, you pay what you owe. But the Talmud said don't. Okay, so it is a direct contradiction to the royal law. And what saddens my heart, this is the very book they place above the royal law. That is sad. You see, John 10:10 says something. The thief cometh not but to do what? To steal, to kill, and to destroy. This is who they are, and all these three categories is in them. That is what we are looking into now. All right, now put some more Sanhedrin. So it is Sanhedrin 57a. When a Jew murders a Gentile, there will be no death penalty. Whereby the royal law said thou shalt not kill. Okay, how can you just kill innocent soul? Not that you are doing it in defense of you. And prior to this, not that Gentile offend you, not that Gentile do you anything, not that your life was in danger in the life of that Gentile. That is, you can kill Gentile, you can just kill anybody you feel like killing. But the royal law said he that killed by sword will also die by sword. Exodus 20:13, thou shalt not kill. Okay, he that killed by sword will also die by sword. Now that this particular passage is speaking about war, okay, it's speaking about war, not at all. This very particular passage is speaking about because you've been Gentile. It's speaking about innocent, one that does not offend you, one that does not hurt you in no way, in no form. So when you kill the Gentile, death penalty is not due you at all. So Talmud encourages destruction of no Israel. All right, now we shift into another passage. So what about pedophile? All right, now here we are, Sanhedrin 54b. Fornication with a child under 9 years is okay. Ketubeth 11b. When a grown man fornicates with a child, he is nothing. Sahindri 55b. A Jew may marry a 3 years old girl. So does this remind you of one book we just studied not too long? Quran. 50, 51 years old man have sex with little child of 6 years. In fact, Quran is even better than this. This one just only 3 years. Don't take my word. Please go to Google because I have it. Oh yeah, I take some from Google. I have some, in my disposal. I take some from Google as well. Go to Google, type it, Talmud pedophile. You're gonna find there are a lot of you will read and read and read, your hair will get bust. I just pick out this few for that so that I have space for other teachers. Now listen to what the biblical Messiah said about children. How can you have sex with 3 years old child? Can you marry a 3 years old child? Matthew 18:10. Take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. This is the biblical Messiah. He loves children. He don't want no harm to come to children. Like I always love to say, penis is not meant for a child. How can you be saying adult man can have sexual intercourse with a little child of 3 years old? She can carry it. You are hurting her. Okay? You are hurting her. And by so doing, her angel is going to report you unto Abba Yehovah. What Yahushua said, he said it will be better. What is going to be done to that one? A millstone is going to be tied on your neck and be cast into the sea. So why should a millstone be tied on your neck when you offend a child? Yes, to make it impossible for you to save your soul. That you will get drowned. Once you've been cast into the sea, with that millstone stone tied upon your neck, you are going down to destruction. That is impossible, irrevocable destruction. So that is the judgment Yahushua passes upon whosoever that hurt children. But Talmud said, you should hurt them in this manner, having sexual intercourse with a child of 3 years old. You see, this is a direct contradiction. And the saddest part is this is the very book that places above the royal law. All right, now, so we shift into another dimension. So what are they teaching about Messiah and his mother? What are they teaching about her? Listen to Sahindri 106a. They said Messiah mother was a harlot, played the harlot with competence. Mariam, the hairdresser, they said she's a hairdresser. Okay, again, Sahindri 43a. I'm gonna use Jesus in this concept, okay? And they call in this very matter, I'm gonna call Jesus. Jesus was a sorcery, led people into idolatry. Okay, that's a Messiah. Okay, I can also call Messiah because I know who they are referring to. That's a Messiah was a sorcery, black magic. They said they also even used this Kabbalah. Okay, led people into idolatry. Okay, now getting 57a. They also say Jesus is in hell, boiling in hot excrement. They said as we are talking right now, Jesus is in the hellfire, boiling boiling in the excrement. This is what Talmud is teaching. Oh, shame unto you, Christian, because they are speaking about your Jesus. That is why the name of Yahushua was being removed. Even his character is here. The character of his mother is here. His own character is also over here. Fine. But there is judgment on its way for you all. Alright, now Matthew 23:39. For I say unto you, ye shall not see me henceforth, till ye shall say, blessed is he that cometh in the name of Yehovah. So these were the people that were giving a tough time to Yahushua. And Yahushua said, unto you said, you accept me. You can never see me anymore. You can never return back to the Holy Land anymore. These people still don't see Yahushua, but they return back to the Holy Land. Who brought them back? It is Allah. Okay, Allah do brought them back. You see, so this is what they teach night and day in their synagogue. That's why it's because synagogue of Satan. This is what they teach. Talmud. Okay, this is what they teaches. Okay, and guess Messiah himself. I read 1 John 2:23. Whosoever denieth the Son, the same hath not the Father. But he that acknowledged the Son hath the Father also. How can you reject the Son? You are speaking evil, blasphemy against the Son. And yet you now say the Father brought you back to the Holy Land? No, we know who did it. Allah. Allah did it. Check out Deuteronomy 27:28. If you obey, bless. If you don't obey, it is curses. So who is blessed? These people, they are the richest family in the whole world. Everyone knows that. Who is blessed them? It is Allah again. Talmud also stated all Christians' books should be burnt, and all Christians who reject the Talmud will go to hell. So I don't know which are you. Christianity really does not have no stand, because the royal law should be your divine protection, but you don't keep. You keep Babylonia. Now Islam is before you. Now again, Islam is after you, and Ashkenaz is after you. You're gonna see that in their protocols. You don't know what you are playing games with, because if you don't accept Talmud, that said, even your Jesus is burning right now, boiling in the face. They said that is where he is right now, because by his witchcraft, he led the people into idolatry. Okay, till one more to go. Jewish or Israel, no, it is better written this way. Jewish Encyclopedia, page 623, said any Christian that dare keep the Shabbat must be put to death. It said you are worthy of death if you dare keep the Shabbat. Just do the reading by yourself. So right now I want to read the royal law that also refute them that they are a liar. Acts of Apostle, chapter 13, I read from 42. And when the Yahudim were gone out of the synagogue, the Gentiles besought that these words must be preached to them the next Shabbat. Now, when the congregation was broken up, many of the Yahudim, I'm not going to read there, let me go straight to 44. And the next Shabbat, listen now, and the next Shabbat day came almost the whole city together to hear the word of Yahuwah. The Gentile, the Christian, they are the Gentile. Okay, you see what happened? And these people said, if you dare, the Gentile, you dare keep the Shabbat, you are worthy of death. You must be put to death. What is the sign? Exodus 31. Take it from 30, way down to 70. It is a sign whosoever. Let me read some part for you. So let's see what Yahuwah himself said. The one that said supposed to bring them back into the Holy Land. As Yeshayahu 56. Thus saith, verses 1. Thus saith Yahuwah, keep ye my judgment and do justice, for my salvation is now to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Blessed is the man that doeth this, and the son of man that layeth hold on it, that keepeth, listen now, that keepeth, okay, the Shabbat from polluting it, and keep his hand from doing any evil on the Shabbat day. Not that like that, son. Okay, I'm not going to read that. The people he speak here are Gentiles. Okay, there's going to lay hold on his covenant, Arifona. For thus saith Yahuwah unto the eunuchs that keep my Shabbats, and choose the things that please me, and take hold of my covenant, even unto them will I give. Okay, he's talking about the promise he's going to give even to the Gentile that keep his Shabbat. Alright, now I resist. And also the sons of the stranger that join themselves to Yahuwah, to serve Yahuwah, and to love the name of Yahuwah, to be his servant. Even everyone, listen now, even everyone, this one, it doesn't matter who you are anymore. Everyone that keep the Shabbat from polluting it and take a hold of my covenant, even them will I bring to my holy mountain and make them joyful in my house of prayer. Their burnt offerings and their sacrifice shall be accepted upon my altar. For my house shall be called the house of prayer for all people, not some people, for all. So let's go. We are the covenant. It says if you lay hold of that covenant, we see the Gentile lay hold of that covenant right in Acts of Apostles chapter 13, 42 to 44. We see what the Gentiles did. They lay hold of that covenant. They not say, come to preach to us next Shabbat. They did not say next Sunday, okay? Next Shabbat. What happened on next Shabbat? It said almost the whole city of Gentile that came to hear the word of Yahweh. That was how they lay hold upon the covenant. They did not defile the Shabbat. So let me read for you from the very sources of Shabbat. I read now. Exodus 31 verses 30. Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, verily my Shabbats ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generation, that ye may know that I am Yehovah that doeth sanctify you. Ye shall keep the Shabbat, therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death. You see, Ashkenazi said, Talmud said, anyone that keep it, any Gentile that keep it, will be put to death. But that, you see, it is the other way around. You see how twisted this has become? How about you, when you defile it, there is the only way you will die. But Ashkenazi, if you keep it, therefore you will live. But Ashkenazi said, when you keep it, you shall die. You see, like we just read previously, that said, the rabbi debated Yehovah and he defeated Yehovah. This is what they are still doing. This is how they defeated him. Not keep his rules and regulations. When you do, you're gonna die. Okay. So when you keep reading, say it is perpetual. He repeated about 4 times. If you defile it, you must be put to death. The Ashkenazi Talmud said, the Babylonian Talmud said, if you keep it, you will be put to death. The Elo is the one that needs to keep it for Allah, the synagogue of Satan. All right, now, so the scripture to refute them, although we have been refuting them. Okay, just few scripture, Revelation 2, 20 to 24. Nevertheless, I have these things against thee, because thou suffered that woman Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess. Woman is a ministry. According to biblical terminology, this is the woman. To teach and to seduce my servants to commit fornication, and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. I gave her space to repent of her fornication, and she repented not. No, Ashkenazi can't. Behold, I will cast her into a bed, and them that commit adultery with her into great tribulation, except they repent of their deeds. And I will kill all her children with death, and all the congregation shall know that I am He who searcheth the reins and heart, and I will give unto every one of you, according to your verse 24, is where I'm really into. But unto you I say, and unto the rest in Thyatira, as many as have not this doctrine, and which have not known, this is where I'm after, which have not known the deep things of Satan. These are the deep things of Satan. This is the really deep things of Allah. This is the Kabbalah. Do you see the light? Do you see how when you are making hey, you? I don't want to invoke that wicked demon. It means invocation. And this is how it works in you. You see the arrow? He will be penetrating on. It will be. You see now? The light 1 will start from the beginning, the light 2, with the light 3, the light, until the light come to your head. And the light will go down, the light will go up. Then when it now come to your head, therefore you're going to be hearing a voice that will say until you feel like God, talk like God, be like God. Then you are God. This is the book that said there is Decoded Torah. Facts. Facts. So Babylonian Talmud, how did it come? In other words, what we are talking over here, it simply means commentary. Okay, like Islam, they have the Noble Quran, and also have many hadith. Okay, that is the commentary. Okay, so this 70, this Kabbalah, Babylonian Talmud and Kabbalah, according to them, that is to unlock the secret in the Bible, okay, in the royal law. Okay, is to decode the code in the royal law, because they believe the royal law to be a book of that is filled with code. So this is how they unlocked the code with nonsense. Now, they said the Babylonian Talmud was being given unto the 70 elders that follow Moshe, unto the in Mount Sinai, that follow Moshe unto the mountain where Abiyua called Moshe to come up. Let me read rather. Exodus 24. And he said unto Moshe, come up unto Yehovah, thou and Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Yisrael, and worship ye far off. And Moshe alone shall come nigh Yehovah, but they shall not come nigh. Neither shall the people go up with him. They never even come up to the mountain. They stand far off. Only Moshe went up. So this is where they used to justify the Babylonian Talmud and this Kabbalah, that it is a vision that came from Mount Sinai, okay, from the 70 elders. But in the next scripture, we're going to see in the other point, or the other alphabet, we're going to see who gave them this knowledge. But these are the deep things of Allah. All right. So they said these 70 elders, it is their commentary over the Torah. Okay, this is the wisdom from the 70 elders. So the books, Talmud, I think it's about 70 books also. Okay. 2 Corinthians 11 verses 3 to 4, Apostle Shaul said he's so much afraid that these people, okay, let me read. So this another doctrine, Galatians 1, 6 to 9, I take 8 and 9. But though we, or an angel from heaven, preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we said before, so say I now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let it be accursed. These are other gospel. This is not gospel. This is from the pit of hell. You see, this guy said while he was in the coven, he said Elijah came. Elijah rather was the one that came to unlock the mystery of the royal law unto him. That is another angel again. That is Allah. Okay, in all and all. 2 Corinthians 11, 3 to 4. But I fear lest by enemies, as a serpent beguiled through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupt from the simplicity that is in Yahushua. If he that cometh preacheth another Yahushua whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit, this is another spirit, okay, which ye have not received, or another gospel which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him. Okay, so this is it. This is another gospel. This is from the pit of hell. All right, now Exodus 12 verses 38, I read, and a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and hares, and much cattle. So right now, a mixed multitude came up from Egypt. You know, these people, they are Babylonian, okay? They are Babylonian. So right away at Mount Sinai, Exodus 19, but this mixed multitude accepted Yahuwah. So they are the one that gave this knowledge to the Ashkenazi. Because Ashkenazi wasn't, all right now, they are the one that passed this knowledge of the 70 elder unto them. Because this Ashkenazi came from Babylon. Okay? They were not there at Mount Sinai. So these guys from Egypt were there. So they were the one that got that knowledge and pass it on to them because they are of one goal. All right? I put some more. Here I am, Numbers 11:4. And the mixed multitude, you see them here again, and the mixed multitude was among them, fell a lusting, And the children of Israel also wept again and said, we shall. Okay, you see, they were the one that said this, the children of Israel, into murmuring. Okay, so they fell into lusting. The mixed multitude that went out, that is the Egyptians, born Egyptians, the Gentiles, that said they want to, be grafted in. They went along with our forefather. Right away at Mount Sinai, all of them say, yes, we do to Abba Yehovah. So they are seed, we are the one who passed this knowledge to this Ashkenazi, because the Ashkenazi themselves, they came from Babylonia. We also have it in their alphabet, in their names. Okay, they came from there. So they wasn't there when the 70 elders, went along with Moshe, but they never went to the mountain of Mount Sinai. They worship far off. But the Egyptians were over there. So these Egyptians that were over there, they were the one who passed out this knowledge onto the Babylonians. Because the Ashkenazi came from Babylonia. We will see that not too long, okay? You see, all these people that is reading palm reader, they are also using Talmud. Zora, they use it. Because there's a code. How you need, there's a code you will get from that Zora. That's going to teach you how to read your hands. And what you're going to become, that is Satanism, okay? That is occultism. Altogether, in Genesis 3, that's where we got another gospel. In Genesis 3. So that's where the knowledge came from, okay? Kabbalah. That's where it came from. Kabbalah has been there spiritually. They also say it was being concealed, okay, until it surfaced, okay? So right in Genesis, Kabbalah was already there, the knowledge, Kabbalah, knowledge of Allah, because Kabbalah contain, they are all together, Kabbalah, Talmud. I just wanted to add that Talmud. Initially, what I first of all wrote was Kabbalah, knowledge of Allah, okay? So Genesis 3, that is where Kabbalah started, okay? Talmud, again, inside Kabbalah. Zohar is Kabbalah. Okay? Alright, now I read Luke chapter 7. This is the Talmud, Babylonian Talmud. Okay? That is the because this, like I said, the Egyptians, the mixed multitude that went out along with our forefather, we are the one who really gave tough time unto Yehoshua. Who gave the secret of the 70 elders unto these Babylonian people. So we're going to see how this Babylonian came with Babylonian Talmud. Okay, so the Babylonian Talmud, the site is the commentary of the 70 elders. They commented on the Torah. And this is what they were using. Even this was already in use before Messiah comes. And the children of Israel has already developed or dipped or filled with the teachings of the Pharisees before Yahushua came. That was why it was a bit difficult for him. And this Ashkenazi, they became a stubborn block to our forefather never to accept their Messiah. Yes, they did it through what? Talmud, Babylonian Talmud. You see, Babylonian Talmud said, if you disobey the Pharisees, you shall be put to death. You see, Talmud said, my son, be obedient to the sayings of Pharisees rather than Torah, more than the Torah. He said, be careful to observe the teachings of the Pharisees more than the Torah. So the Pharisees came from Babylonia, and who gave them the knowledge of Masana? It is the mixed multitude, the Egyptians that went along with our forefather. They were the one, because it is devil, serpent, Allah walking hand in hand. So this were the tradition they were keeping before Yahushua comes. That was why Yahushua were unable to minister to our forefather, because Talmud already sit enthroned in their heart. They already been devoted to the teachings of the Pharisees, to the laws and rules of the Pharisees, the traditions of the Pharisees. They are already so deep and developed in it before Yahushua comes. So it was a bit difficult. Okay? So that was why they couldn't accept our Messiah. Here I am, in Mark chapter 7, verses 6. And he answered and said unto them, where hath Yeshayahu prophesied of you, hypocrites, as it is written, these people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far away from me. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. That is Talmud. The commandment, the Babylonian Talmud, the one that we have been reading. 8. For laying aside the commandment of Yahuwah, the Torah, they lay aside. Ye hold the tradition of men, that is the Babylonian Talmud, as the wishes, as the washes of pots and cups, and many other such like things ye do. They never follow the Torah anymore, only the teachings of the Pharisees. And who gave them this knowledge? It was the mixed multitude, because the Pharisees wasn't there. Pharisees, they came from Babylon. Talmud came from Babylon. But while our forefather was in the land of Babylon, and they're not getting instruction of Talmud from the Babylonian, and that is what they were using before Yahushua comes. They're not neglect now the Torah, just as we read. 9. And he said unto them, full well ye reject the commandment of Yahuwah, that ye may keep your own tradition. The Talmud, it is man made up, it is tradition. They rejected Torah, as we just read, that you should not keep Torah, rather keep the teachings now of the Pharisees. I read 13 now. Making the word of Yahuwah of no effect through your tradition, which ye have delivered, and many such like things do ye. That is correct. Talmud is what in use before Yahushua comes. Now verses 15. There is nothing from without a man that enter into a man can defile him, but the things which come out of a man, those are the things that defile him. Okay. So that is Babylon. This is Talmud. It was refuted Talmud over here. It was Talmud, okay? Babylonian Talmud. That is what the Pharisees imposed our forefather. And the Pharisees, they are Babylonian, mixed up now with the mixed multitude that came out from Egypt. They so-called grafted him. And does this not remind you of something? Christianity is supposed to be also grafted into our royal law. What are they also keeping to the Babylonian? They took our book. They imposed it again upon our people. That the people of the book needs to keep Sunday. That is another spiritual Talmud. That is spiritual Zohar. And that is Kabbalistic mysteries. Yes, keeping the teachings of men and not that of the royal law. Sunday is the teachings of men. Christmas is whatever they practice. It is the tradition of men. They observe. The spirit is still here, people. The spirit is still here, people. All right, now I'm so blessed, and I blessed Abba Yehovah for helping me all through. So we are done again with the fourth letter. So we proceed now to the very fifth letter, which is called what? E. This one is disaster. This one is disaster. Cry for somebody. So what did they go for? Estimist. Estimist. Evil genius. Estimist. These people? Estimist. Evil. Evil genius. This one is heavy. All right now. So Protocols of Zion, we will also read that. So first of all, let us read the royal law before you understand what I'm talking about. Estimates. The war that is going on in the whole world, they do. Let me first of all read the royal law. Here I am, 1 Timothy chapter 6, I take 8 to 10. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. But they that will be rich fall into temptation, and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which draw men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, not some. All evil. What is the fifth letter? Estimist. Evil genius. They are evil genius. It's unspeakable. For the love of money, because they love money, is the root of all evil, not some evil. So all evil they do on earth, I pray Abba Yehovah enable me to speak about it here. Which why some convent after, yes, they have held from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. But thou, I end it over there. The love of money is the root of all evil. What is their very fifth letter? Estimates. Evil. Genius. Matthew 6:31 to 32 also, I read. Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. Did you get that? For after these things do the Gentiles seek. They gain the whole world. Matthew 16:26. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? What shall a man give in exchange for his soul? These people gave their soul for exchange for wealth. Their words, according to, I'm also gonna put it out. I don't come with fairy tale. I come with facts, truth. It's time to unveil lie. These people, everyone knows that. This is their protocols. We'll read some part, not all, but if Abaye was with, I'm going to be doing the reading, all the 24 protocols of the Zion. Now, that said, some research that I do said they're worth 500 trillions. No one has ever come to just 1 trillion. No one, no family since the existence of this earth, no family has ever come into this level to be worth what? 1 trillion? No one has ever even climbed up to 1 trillion. Some said they're worth 200 trillion. Some said they're worth 500 trillions. This is the richest family on earth. This family, they are on top. Who gave us the euro we are using? It is they. They rules the world. Ashkenazi, they rule the world. They are the power behind the unseen. I'm going to be putting out some facts. Matthew 4:8-9. Again the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. So whosoever that worships him, he will offer it unto them. Not that Abaye is against wealth, riches, prosperity. He said above all things, he wishes for you to prosper. But don't do it in blood code. Don't share man's blood to get. That is the root of the love of money. Is the root of all evil. It didn't say money is evil, but the love of it. These people, what is their fifth letter? Extremist, evil, genius. All right, now here I am. Matthew 21. I read verses 12. And Yahushua went into the temple of Yahuwah and cast all them that sold and bought in the temple, and overthrew the tables of the money exchange and the seat of them that sold dove. I'm gonna come into that now. Luke 17:26-30. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drink, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise also as it was in the days of Lot. And at the days of Lot, they did eat, and they drink, they bought, they sowed, they plant, they built it. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when thy Son of Man is revealed. In that day he shall. Okay, it's okay. I'm gonna hang it over here. So why we bring all this matter? Where am I gonna start from? There's so much to talk about in this Okay, Rothschild. Let's start with the one that bought the land of Israel, because 80% of the land of Israel belongs to Rothschild. Here I am, a little brief history about who they are. Again, in their riches, Mayer Amschel Amschel Bauer, born in Germany in 1744, later changed his name to Rothschild, meaning red sun. Okay, sun is a mark. Red is a sin, as in a mark of sin. At one time, they called themselves serpent people. These are in the world history. A Jew called Wallace said, most of this Israel don't like to admit that their God is Lucifer, that they are Lucifer chosen people. Shortly he said this, they murdered him, they killed him. Okay, so right now I'm sure, but okay, let me call him now Rothschild in the whole world. Rothschild is a money lender. He lend money to the government. This is his son direct. Okay, they worth 500 trillions. In the whole world history, no family has ever come to this state at all. So this is their word. Okay, now, so in the whole world, this Rothschild have banking system. Okay, they control all things. Your news media. I'm gonna read that also. Your news media, everything. They gave us euro. They have the power to determine one world currency. They determine and suggest and determine one currency for the European Union, and they carried out. It came to pass. Today we have it. We all use €1. They did it. Okay, so the power of the world is in their hand. They rule the world. Behind us, the unseen. They also have some kind of a banking system, Federal Reserve Bank. It goes this way, work this way. That when you preach, when they print, you host the machine, you host everything. They always to direct you how to do or what to do. So for that, when you print like $10,000, okay, $1,000 is theirs in every banking system. So that's what I call tithe. So these people is taking 1/10 from what you make from your own income, not theirs. From your own income, they get 10%. That is their tithe in the whole world. They get this tithing from the whole world except 3 countries. I think Cuba, Iran, and Iraq. I'm going to verify that so that I won't be making no mistake, because I know this thing is verifiable. So I am more careful not to do any mistakes. Sometimes if I do a mistake, always check what I wrote on top of the video. I correct some mistakes over there. Okay, so they are the richest family on earth. How do they reach? They are the one to determine your gold. I think I'm okay. Let me first of all, okay, right son, you see already. We know see their Instagram. Let me also put their Instagram. It is 6 triangles 666. These are the spirit of Anti-Messiah, which is Allah himself. That begins where right in Genesis 3. Here we go. Here is their Instagram. And this son, it came from a Rothschild. Okay. So Roth whatever in Germany simply mean red. Okay, I disclosed that already. So these people carry the sign of sin, full of iniquity, and the symbol of Satan. One time they first of all acknowledge themselves to be serpent people is in the world history. They once called themselves serpent people. Okay, Allah is the serpent. Of course, they are the chosen people of Allah again. So right now, what is it? They are into banking system. This banking system is in the whole world. Only 3 countries refuses them. Okay, and they will join when they releases one bomb of war. All right now. So this were the table Yahushua overturned, because they came from Babylon. They were the Pharisees, doing business right in the temple of Abba Yahuwah. Now, what was their business? Yet another business. They were the one, the slave trade. This is how they got rich. With the temple of Yahuwah, the slave trade. They were the ones selling us, trading on us, the people of the book. Okay, after Roma has done their own, they now fled into west coast of Africa. So the native-born Africa was working hand to hand with Islam. These are verifiable. with Islam, okay? And Islam is the one to sell us, our forefather, okay, to the Ashkenazi. They are the ship master, okay, ship owner, ship owner. So they will not sell us, the indigenous Africa, which is Hamitic, hunt for the people of the book, not just the people of the book. Igbo is also their own people. We know that. Okay, we know that. So they will handle us to Islam. Islam will handle us now to Ashkenazi, okay, because they are the ship owner, and they are the one that dispatches all to the four corner of the earth. Human trafficking. This is how they got rich. Banking system. Your goat today, whether it's going to be high, they are the one to determine whether it's going to be low. They are the music industry, war industry. Tell me where the one that don't rule, the one that don't own, they're wrong. Is everywhere. The one that don't, every system here on earth, if they don't own that factory, if they don't own that industry, therefore they are the one to direct it. They still own it. Your CNN, your YouTube, your internet, whatever, nothing, whatever, the one they don't own on their own, they're wrong. Because I did miss one message, I put all those facts, put the clips, but let me say to them with my own mind, but I'm also going to put some clips for you to hear for yourself or to see for yourself, okay? So right now, this is how they become rich. So right now, the one that really blew me down, it is this. I know that one is long ago. Yes, it is case file reopened, okay? Because we come here again to the very source of it all, the 9/11, World Trade Center. Who did it? It is these very people, Ashkenazi. They control war industry. Okay, they are the one that is controlling war industry. Okay, so if they want to make money, from all those weapons that releases war, I think I'm going to be reading this now from their own source, the protocols of the Zion. You can also do this common research for yourself. You can find it at Google, also at YouTube. All right, now I read. The protocols of the elders of Zion were made public over 100 years ago, okay? At the time, it was deemed by a Zionist judge to be a forgery. They said it's a forgery. But everything over here almost is going on. Apart from they're taking over the whole world physically now. That is the only part we are waiting for. Every other part is fulfilled already, but yet they deny it and said it's forgery. That isn't true. How can it be forgery whereby everything over there, that is what will you carry out against us today? But here, 100 years later, let us using handy sight to re-examine what was actually stated in the protocols. You said it's a forgery. We want to examine it now. Who some now call the word whatever forgery. No, that is not true. So I read from their protocols. Okay, I read now. The Zionist world order, the Zionist world or new world order is the desired outcome. It will be accomplished by control of the money and the media. And we've got this again in their protocol, and really is happening. They control the money in the whole world. Only 3 countries that don't have access to. And you said it's a forgery. All the medias, you rule. The one you don't own, you rule. You runs it. Okay. Listen now, Gohim are immaturely inferior. Gohim simply means Gentile. Gohim. And cannot run their nations properly. For their sake and ours, we need to abolish their governments and replace them with a single government. This will take a long time and involve much bloodshed. Get that? But it is for a good cause. Here is what we will need to do. Listen up. Place our agents and help us everywhere. Take control of the media, that is your news station, and use it in propaganda for our plans. Start fights between different races, that is war, okay, classes and religions. use bribery, okay, threats, blackmail, lies, and deception to get our way. Use of Freemasonic Lodge. Did you get that Freemasonic Lodge? To attract, okay, potential public offices. Appear to successful peoples, okay, appoint pulpit leaders, okay, appoint pulpit leaders who can be controlled by blackmail. Replace royal rule with socialist rule, then communism, then despotism, okay, excuse me, despotism. Abolished, okay, abolish all rights and freedoms except the right of first by us. Sacrifice people, including Jewish, sometimes when necessary, like the World Trade Center. You know, 3 people of the Israel also died. Yes, when necessary. That was really, really necessary. And okay, eliminate religion, replace it with science. They control science also. They run it. Okay, and materialism. Control the education system. Of course, they host a lot of university. Of course, they runs all this. Now, control the education system to spread deception and destroy intellect. Rewrite history to our benefit. Yes, a lot of history today has been buried for their benefit. Use our media to create entertaining distraction. Yes, they run music industry, okay, movie industry, just to distract you from the goals of Abba Yehovah. For you not to come to religion, to come to the breath of life, the word of Abba Yehovah. Look at all of them. You see Rihanna, yeah. You see Beyonce, you see all of them. That's correct. Corrupt minds with filth and provision. Okay. Encourage people to spy on one another. Keep the Marxists in private and perpetual labor. Take possession of all wealth, property, socialist, gold, especially gold. Today they run it. They determine the price of gold every now and then. And they also have gold banking gold system. You bring your money, I give you. You bring your gold, I give you money. Use gold to manipulate the markets. Did you get that? Introduce a progressive tax on wealth. Replace sound investment with speculation. Making long-term interest. Bury loans to government. Of course, that's what they do. All right, now. Give bad advice to government. Oh my father, give bad advice to governments and everyone else. Blame the victim. Okay? Eventually the Goyim will be so hungry with their government because we will blame them for the result marks that they will gladly have us take over. We would then appoint a descendant of David to the king of the world. And the remaining Goyim, they will bow down and sing his praises. Everyone will live in peace and obedient under an obedient order under his glorious rule. I read some parts. So now I want to read the 24 protocols. That is every key points. I won't be so long. I won't be able just to read the key points. Then I'm going to read just 2 parts of it. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to read 1. Again, we'll read another. And the last alphabets. Protocol 1. Basic doctrine. That is what they believe. Protocol 2, economic wars. Protocol 3, method of conquest. Protocol 4, materialism replace religion. Protocol 5, disposing and modern progress. Protocol 6, take over technique. Protocol 7, wide world wars. Protocol 8, provisional government. Protocol 9, re-education. Protocol 10, preparing for power. Protocol 11, totalitarian state. Protocol 12, control of the press. Who owns your news media today? Okay, Protocol 13, distractions. Protocol 14, assault on religion. Protocol 15, ruthless suppression. Protocol 16, brainwashing. They're gonna brainwash you. Of course, they succeed. They do that already. Protocol 17, abuse of authority. Protocol 18, arrest of opponents. Protocol 19, rules and people. Protocol 20, financial programming. Protocol 21, loans and credits. Protocol 22, power of gold. Protocols 23, installing obedience. Protocol 24, qualities of the ruler. Someone already protocol 7. So here we go. Protocol 7. All right now. It's so small. The intensification of armaments, the increase of police forces, are essential for the completion of the formation plans. What we have to get at is that there should be in all the states of the world, beside ours, only the masses of the proletariat, a few millionaires devoted to our interests, policy and police and soldiers throughout all Europe, okay, and by means of relations with Europe in other countries also. We must create ferment, discords, okay, and hostility. These people, they are confessing. This is confession of witches and wizards. Therein, we gain a double advantage. In the first place, we keep it check our countries, not some part, all countries. For they will know that we have the power whenever we like to create disorders or to restore order. They are the one creating disorder in the whole world. After they have done that, only to make money. That's it, okay? These are the 5 men, that went ahead even before the bomb of the World Trade Center. These were the 5 men. As soon as the first flight, the first aircraft hit the tower, these 5 guys see from the balcony recording the event and dancing as well. So a nearby neighbor saw their acts suspicious. She now called the police. These were the 5 dancing Israel that went to document the World Trade Center event. Look at what they call it, Netanyahu, the prime minister, said. He said there's one thing we are benefiting from today. It is the destruction of the World Trade Center. You can type it. Yes, when they create war, that is disorder. You see, say war. Why world wars? That's the protocol 7. They are the one creating all this confusion in the whole world in order to make money, in order to sell to make money through their weapons of war, mass destruction. These people. But what is the sixth letter? Simply go for words. Extremist, evil, Jonas. They create order. When they create disorder, so you also see they help it somehow in order for you not to suspect them. He said, what is okay in the World Trade Center? What happened? 4,000 Israel worked over there. They were working over there. Okay, directive, executive, all this and all that. 4,000. What happened? Only 3 come to work. Only 3 of them comes to work. They were not informed. Every other one we have once informed, and those one now take a leave, pack off. Only 3 we are not informed in order not to, save all their people. Then I left just 3 that died. What happened to 3,907 people who told them what is going to happen at World Trade Center that very day? That very day, all of them were accept. Only 3 of them. So these were the 5 dancing Jewish. All right now. So they create disorder. They also create order. From the disorder, you will see them playing nicely. Yeah, in order for you not to suspect them. So I read disorder or to restore order. All these countries are accustomed to see in us an indispensable face. Okay. In the second place, by our intrigues, we shall tangle up all the threads which we have stretched into the cabinets of all states by means of the politician, by economic threats or loan obligation in order to succeed. In this, we must use great cunning and penetration during negotiation and agreements, but as regard what is called the officer's language, you see, coded. Okay, what is called officer's language? We shall keep to the opposite techniques and assume the marks of honesty. Okay. No. Compliance. In this way, the people and government of the Goyim means Gentiles, okay, whom we have taught to look only at the outside, without we present to their notice, will still continue to accept. They will still continue to accept us as the benefactors and saviors of the human race. I rebuke any attack of any kind from the pit of hell in Jehovah's mighty name. People, you just judge for yourself. This has been really over 100 years ago. But today, exactly what we are seeing over here is what they carry out against humanity. Is what they are doing against us. Do you know how many souls they lost their lives at World Trade Center? Every single world. I says today, these guys, these people, this Israel is the one. They are the one that create ISIS. They are the one that submitted every armament to ISIS. Not the other. All in the name of money. The love of money is the root of our evil. Do you see their evil? Universal war. Let's read it. We must be a position to respond to every act of opposition, okay, by war with the neighbors of that country, which dares to oppose us. But if these neighbors should also venture to stand collectively together against us, then we must offer resistance by a universal war. The World War One, they created it. The World War Two, they did also. From the World War Two, they created, they not bought the land. 80% of the land, it belongs to this Rothschild. Okay, he bought the land. He paid. Yeah, he bought the land. He brought in his people. Okay, yeah. Family, if I'm not able to finish all in part 2, I'm sorry. Still, I have to extend to part 3. There's nothing I can do about that. I need to finish the mystery. It's once for all mysteries. So if it goes to all up to 3, fine. If I'm able to end at 2, fine. If not, I proceed to 3. All right now. Against us, it said that will bring out what? Universal war. They are the one that are also going to help to create the Third World War, because they create ISIS already. Okay now. The principal factor of success in the politician is the sorcery of its undertakings. The world should not agree with the deeds of the diplomats. We must comply the governments of the going, like the America, they are going, okay, to action in the direction favored by our widely convinced plan, already approaching the desired, okay, consummation by what we shall represent as public opinion. They are the one that they are the public opinion. Okay, they are into it already. Secretly promoted by us, they walk behind the unseen. Thought the means of the so-called great power. The press, the called press, the great power. Your news media, which with a few expectation that may be disregarded as already entirely in our hands. They have all your news media in their hands. There was listening to some history. This lady said, whatever that is going on in Palestine is not be broadcast in the news. Daily destruction is going on over there, but is not broadcast in the news center. Ashkenaz is going to let you know what you need to say and what you don't need to say. He said that great power, press, we have it already in our head. They control all the news. The one they don't own, they run it. Ribababo, Shantaya Baba. Nerika Santa Labo. Nerika Santa Labo. The finishing. In a word, to sum up our system of keeping the governments of the Goyim in Europe in check, we shall show our strength to one of them by terrorist by terrorist attempts, and to all, if we allow the possibility of a general rising against us, we shall respond with the guns of America or China or Japan. They manipulate all things. You see, it said we shall manipulate the guns. That is war. Okay, they are going to release terrorists. So they create ISIS. All these terrorists going on earth. In fact, they are the ones submitting armament to ISIS. Yes, they are the one. Where are they getting it from? Does this not surprise you? They are being the wilderness or the exile. Who is giving them all this weapon? Who is giving the internet? When they kill, they also come out and post it. Who is doing it? Israel behind it all. They are behind the unseen power. All right now. What surprises the whole world? These guys, there was a lot of evidence for them to do the tracing and got all of them arrested. Only 70 days in prison they were released. Despite all the facts, all the evidence they found from them, they were released. The 5 dancing Israel. Okay, when they not go to their land, Israel, they not said they were being sent to come and document the event of 9/11. These are in world history. It said when you try to resist us, we're going to use the gun of the US to do that. And that was how they did it at World War II. If you see what these people did to Germany, they are talking about Holocaust. Of course, you deserve Holocaust. You create World War One, you create World War II, and you get the baffle decoration. That's where it came from. They're not even when the World War was already gone. But how can World War One, gone? Why did they not achieve their goals? Their goals is to steal the land of Israel, and it was in the powers of the England, the British, to give out the land of the land of Israel to anyone they wish, they feel like. It was in their power. Okay, now when the war was over, German won the war already. Trying to offer peace, whatever, to the England. What did Ashkenazi do? What did they do? These are snakes, eh? They now went to go and stir up the war again in the heart of the England and said, we're going to bring America into this battle to help you to fight. You're going to win this war, but promise us one thing. Promise us this very, that when you won, you're going to give us the land of Israel. You're going to give us that land. You promise us that. Therefore, we are bringing America into it. We are going to prepare you for this war. You're going to win. Meanwhile, these guys were being helped by the Germany where they were being driven out of Spain or whatever. Germany received them as their own people. They were also in this big office. I don't know. It is the wicked spirit. I don't know how they are coming to that power. They were also in their parliament in everywhere. As soon as they, see that they can, manipulate the US to come into war and help the England for them to win, in order for them to get the land, they manipulate it. After the meeting was over, they now went to the England cabinet and said, you can yet win this war. And this is how we are going to do it. They now seduce those ones. They seduce them into acceptance. Then England now said, okay, if you are able to really bring America in our aid, that would be fine. They said they will be able to do that. But we have to have something written document that this is what you're going to pay us after the World War II. That is the baffle decoration. Go into internet and do. They thought they brought out internet, to bewitch us. But rather, internet is also exposing them. Whatever they brought, because they want to make money. More money. But this same more money, internet is exposing them. Okay? So these protocols of the Zionists, of the Zion, you can get it at Wikisource. You're going to read it all. It's also in Wikipedia, but that Wikipedia did not list all 24 plans out. Now, Wikisource listed all 24 plans out. Okay, try and study it by yourself. A time will come if I will be reading all, but not now. Okay, so right now, to my understanding, that's how did this plan comes out. So I think Abayowa also used one of them to bastard them. Okay, to release these plans out. Some of them they are confessing already, like the 30 tribes. The author that wrote 30 tribes is confessing they are not the real people of the book. Again, like that Wallace also confessed out the more than him that killed him. Like who again? Like this guy also have in my YouTube channel. Oh, what is his name? I forgot. Maybe I'm gonna type his name later. Okay, on the description of this video. You can also check it out by yourself. Okay, that one also came out to confess all the wickedness of these people. He said they are originally Ashkenazi, Khazars from the Caucasians. Okay, that is who they are. They are not the people of the book. Okay, so these were the 5 dancing Israelis. Okay, they were dancing, jubilating when the first flight hits the first building. Look at all 5. Only 70 days in prison they were released. So this is the baffle decoration. Did you get it? The baffle decoration. They speak codedly. The officer's language. So this is what the England wrote. It was an agreement. Here is it. Okay. That if they won 100%, they are giving land of Palestine until then, because Palestine was still over there those days. Okay. So this is it, the baffle decoration. You can also do a research for yourself.
An increasingly number of people are waking up to the fact that 99% of the Earth's population is controlled by an elite 1%. But did you know that one family, the Rothschild, rule everything, even that elite 1%? Behind the scenes, the Rothschild dynasty is unquestionably the most powerful bloodline on Earth, and their estimated wealth is around $500 trillion. Here is a complete list of all Rothschild-owned and controlled banks. The U.S. entries might surprise you.
This is it. You saw the flag already. All right, family, we are done. So we proceed now to the very end. The sixth lecture. So how does that also works? Oh ho ho. Another disaster. Northerner. They came from north. Northerner. That's where they came from. So let's put scriptures to validate this also. Here we are. Yeshayahu 14. I read verses 13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Jehovah. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. So what is congregation? Congregation again simply means synagogue. Okay. He said he is coming into the Holy Land. He's going to raise his own plan above that of Abba Yehovah, right in the Holy Land. And he is coming into the Holy Land from the side of the north. And these people came from the northern side. They came from north. They came from Europe. They came from north. Northern side, that is where they came from. It's in their name. It's in their alphabet. It's in their character. They are northerners. They came from the north. You can read Daniel 11. First Maccabees chapter 1 also if you have it. Okay. Zechariah chapter 2 verses 6. Ho, come forth, and flee from the land of the north, saith Jehovah, for I have spread you abroad in the four winds of the heaven, saith Jehovah. This is what they used to, legitimize themselves to be the people. They utilize it, to declare themselves that they are the people of the book, that they were in the land of the north. And Yahweh said unto them, flee from the land of the north, okay, and return back into the Holy Land. They are the northerner. Abba Yahweh is not speaking to demons. Abba Yahweh is not telling you, just see the serpent to come to his own. He is speaking to his own people in the land of the north. We are all in the, not just in the north. You see, the self will scatter you in the four winds of heaven. So we are all in the four corners of the earth, not in the land of the north only. We know who came from the north. It is serpent. That is what we are unveiling. So let's see the dwelling place of serpent. The very far now go the king of the north. Once was, and not, and yet shall be. So Daniel 11, we see the king of the north. Okay. Who is the king of the north? It is who? Mahdi in this last day. First, it was Antiochus Epiphanes, the king of the north. Now, the very last God, because Yahushua re-echoes it in Matthew 24, the very last God to go, he is Mahdi, the king of the north. And these are all one goal. They came from the north. They want to set their throne right in Jerusalem, the holy land of Yehovah. They want to overthrow Yehovah. Okay? But Abba Yehovah, when you keep reading, Abba Yehovah said, I will dwell in their midst. In this very particular place, they are using it to justify themselves. Abba Yehovah said, I'm going to dwell in your midst. So where is Abba Yehovah in your midst? When you have giant mosque, you have Catholicism madness over there, Thomas. You have the synagogue of Satan. Where is he going to dwell? You have homosexuality legalized. Where is he going to dwell? Okay. They know how to kick out Abba Yehovah. So they want to tell us again they kicked him out. When Abba Yehovah just bring them into the holy land, they will say, no, oh, God, we don't need you over here. Go away from us. Maybe that is how they also do it. They did it so, maybe. All right, again, here I am in the Gospel of first book of Adam and Kawa. Okay, our name is not Eve, it's Kawa. Okay, first book of Adam and Kawa, chapter 78, I read verses 8 and 9. Then Cain said, with joy. Or should I take from 7? No, 9. It's okay for the sake of time. Then Cain said, with joy, where are thy relations? And Satan answered, my relations are in a garden in the north. He dwells in the north side. So that is where his children came in from the north, and we found that in their name, Ashkenaz. Coincidence? When I said this is coincidence, okay, no. But the evidence is just too huge to be neglected, okay? All right, now second to the last letter to go. What is that? What is that? A, isn't it? So what did they go for? Ancient Babylon. Ancient Babylon. Let's get a precept. Ancient Babylon. These are the familiar spirit that knew us to wear ancient. That old serpent. Here I am, ancient Babylon. Where ancient Babylon begins? Right in Genesis 3. That old serpent. There we get Babylon. And there the whole world turned into Babylon. What is Babylon? Simply confusion. Their confusion entered into the family of Abba Yehovah. Genesis 3. There the confusion begins. Ancient Babylon, that old serpent. Genesis 10 to 3. The sons of Japheth, they came from Japheth, okay? The sons of Japheth, Gomer and Magog and Media and Javi and Tubal and Misha, whatever. I go for verses 3 now. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz. And from this very lineage, I read verses 5. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz. This is where they came from, okay? They are the seed of Japheth, okay? Verses 5. By this we are the highlands of the Gentiles divided in their lands, everyone after their tongue, after their families, in their nations. So that is where from Ashkenazi, that is what Christianity, Islam, Ashkenazi, pagan, whatever, they are all one family, because from them, from Ashkenazi, from Japheth, there come the family of Gentiles. There the Gentile was, spread out from Japheth. Okay, I think the second son of Noah after the flood. Okay, now the fallen deity, we see that in the book of Jubilees, chapter 10 also, I think so. Chapter 10, I think so. The fallen deities return back through Japheth. They return back here on earth. So these are the seed of serpents, okay? Synagogue of Satan, indeed they are. Ancient Babylon. Let's put some more. All right, now I read. And Yehovah rejected, 2 Kings chapter 17, you can read it all. Ancient Babylon. This is where they enter into the Holy Land. This is where they came with Talmud, okay? And Yehovah rejected all the seed of Israel and afflict them and delivered them into the hands of spoilers until they cast them out of his sight. And for he rent Israel from his of excuse me. Okay, I read 22 right now for the sake of time. Until Yehovah removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants, the prophet. So was Israel carried out of our own land to Assyria until this day. Okay, and the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Cushah, and from Hav, and from Hamath, and from Shepharvaim, and placed them in the city of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in this city thereof. And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling that they feared not Yehovah. Therefore Yehovah sent lions among them, which slew them. And the lion of the tribe of Yehudah is on his way now to slew you again. And wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, saying, the nation which thou hast removed and replaced in the city of Samaria, know not the manner of the Yehovah of the land. Therefore he hath sent lions among them, and behold, they slew them, because they knew not the manner of Yehovah of the land. You see, they don't know the Abba Yehovah of the land. You legalize homosexuality. What? Homosexuality now took the color of rainbow as their flags. Okay, now this week, on Friday, the day you call Friday, on the 8th of June, they are also going to have gay parade. Gay parade on the Holy Land. All right now. So I want to read the part I want to read. Now verses 41. So this nation feared Yehovah and served their graven images, both their children and their children, as their fathers do, so do they until these days. They are in the Holy Land, but they said, okay, but they said they fear Yehovah, but they serve their gods, as their father did from their forefathers, ancient Babylon. Can I take it again? So these nations feared Yehovah, except their own graven images, both their children and their children's children, as did their fathers, so do they unto this day, as we are still talking now. Ancient Babylon. I read Hadassah chapter 8 verses 17, the one you call Esther. This is where this book came from. Babylonian Talmud. I read. And in every province and in every city, wheresoever the king's commandment and his decree came, the Yehudim had joy and gladness, a feast and a good day. And many of the people of the land became Yehudim, for the fear of Yehudim fell upon them. Many of Babylon, here is Babylonia. Many of the Babylonians turned themselves into Yehudim. This is where we get Babylonian Talmud. So when our forefather was coming back from Babylon into the Holy Land, they came along with us, with their Babylonian Talmud. Ezra chapter 2, you can read all two. It is the returning from Babylon. I read 59. And these were they which went up from Tamilah, Tarshish, Kerub, Adan, and Emel, but they could not show their father's house and their seed, whether they were of Yazrael. Now I read 62. They sought their register among those that were reckoned by genealogy, but they were not found. Therefore were they as polluted, but put from the princehood. They still find their way in there. They were the Pharisees. They came from Babylon. Okay. Ezra chapter 9, verses 1. Now when these things were done, the princes came to me, saying, the people of Yazrael and the prince and the Levi have not separated themselves from the people of the lands. The one the king of Assyria brought from Babylon and put in the lands. So as our forefather came, they now came to meet them in the land, they now begin to intermarry with them themselves from the people of the land, doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, Hittites, wherever they started counting Egyptians and the Amorites here. For they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that their holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yea, the hand of the prince and rulers hath been chief in this trespass. You see, mingled, they're not joined together. Babylonia. We see in Second Chronicle chapter 11, where Jeroboam, did wickedly, he executes all the genuine prince of Abayewa out of princehood. Okay, he now replace it with a people that ought not to be there. All right, so we see the changes of the priesthood from Jeroboam. And who is again? I'm trying to... I don't know. I forgot his name. Jeroboam or Jeroboam. So I don't know. Okay, it's okay. If I remember later, reminds me, then I will let you know. He also brought all these men from all these places, to be praised. He changed the ordinances. That one changed everything. No, that one should be. I'm coming. All right, yeah. Second Chronicle 11. You can read it at your quiet time. Yeah, it was Jeroboam. And I'm also trying to figure out the other one, but I couldn't. It's no problem. Okay, so he changed the prince order. Okay, so these people that came from Babylon, like I said earlier, that because they were not at Masana, but they had the knowledge of Masana. The multitude that came from Egypt were the one that helped them, gave them the link. They all work in hand together. They are one family, okay? Ancient Babylon, okay? It started from Genesis, including wherever they are ancient Babylon, the Egyptians. But Ashkenazi, this is where they came from. You see their lineage already. John 8:32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Listen to the Ashkenazi from Babylon. Hear them. They answered him, we be Abraham's seed, and we are never in bondage to any man. How sayest thou, ye shall be made free? Did you hear what they said? Meanwhile, we were in bondage in Egypt for over 400 years. Again, we went to Assyria bondage. Again, we went to Babylonian bondage. We have been bondage every time and because our forefather, because they were the chosen, serpent was engaged them, hardened their heart to break the rules and the regulations of Abba Yehovah. And for you to know that these are Babylonians, they said they will never be in no bondage. What about the Egyptians' bondage over 400 years? What about Babylonian bondage? I strongly believe their forefather is dead already. These are their seed that have no knowledge of what they came, where they came from, or how they came to be. Yes, ancient Babylon, okay? They are. You see, Simon the Mega, Acts of Apostles chapter 8, this is where it came from. This is where, okay, I'm going to read it. Now you can read Acts of Apostles chapter 8, or should I read it if there is time? So I want to read first of all over here. Acts of Apostles, the Art of Peter. Okay, the Art of Peter. You can also do that research in Google. You're going to find it over there. You can read it for yourself and see what this Simeon did. Okay, I read chapter 4. Now, after a few days, there was a great commotion in the midst of the congregation. For some, the congregation is in Rome. That is what he's talking about. For some said that they had they have seen wonderful works done by a certain man whose name was Simeon. Okay, this where Simeon came. He came from the north. He came from Babylon. He came from these people. Okay, that's why he was using sorcery, practice black magic, using this Talmud to perform wonders. He used black magic. He was flying in the time. Let me read. And that he was at, okay. All right, now I read Acts of Apostles chapter 8 verses 9. But there was a certain man called Simeon, which before time in the same city of Samaria, okay, that is where these Babylonians were settled on, used sorcery and bewitched the people of Samaria, giving out that he himself was some great one, to whom they all gave heed, from the least to the greatest, saying, this man is the great power of God. Did you get that? And to him they all regard, because that of long time he had bewitched them with sorcery. So let's go back to the Acts of Peter chapter 4. So he was the one started Roman Catholicism. He went to Rome. When he was being cast, he did not repent. He only pleaded, but he did it again. He was the one started the Roman Catholicism, because they are all Babylonian. Okay, I read now. Where do I stop? Oh, my father. So I read now. There was a great commotion in the midst of the congregation, for some said that they had seen wonderful works done by a certain man, okay, whose name was Simeon, and that he was at Acre, and they added further that he said he was a great power of God, and without God he did nothing. Is not this the Messiah? But we believe in him whom Shehu preached unto us by him, for by him have we seen the dead raised and made delivered from different infirmities. But this man spake, commotion. Okay, no. Contention. We know him, we know it, or what this contention is. We know not, for there is no small stir made among us. Okay, Perchance also he will now enter into Rome, for yesterday they besought him with great acclamation, saying unto him, Thou art God in Italy, thou art the Savior of the Romans. Hast quickly quickened, unto Rome. But he spake to the people with a stiff voice, saying, Tomorrow about 7th hour, ye shall see me fly over the gate of the city in the form hybrid, wherein ye now see me speaking unto you. Therefore, brethren, if it seem good unto you, let us go and await carefully the issue of the matter, that all therefore run together and come unto the gates. And when it was the 7th hour, behold, suddenly dust was seen in the sky, after all, like a smoke shining, with a ray stretching far from it. And when he drew nigh to the gate, suddenly he was not seen, and therefore he appeared standing in the midst of the people, whom all the whom all worshipped, and took knowledge that he was the same that was seen of them the day before. Did you get it? Yes, he was flying in the broad daylight. He was the one that started Roman Catholicism. Apostle Peter, Kepha, the real Simeon also came to meet him over here. Okay, you see? So this is how they pervert our book, and this is in the name of what? Ashkenaz, they are of one go, ancient Babylon. That is where Simeon came from. So one letter to go, the very Z. What does that go for? I'm so blessed. Baruch Habe Yehovah. We also have about 2 points to go, or 3. So right now, what is the third letter? The very last letter, Z, isn't it? Zionist movement is preparing the way for Mahdi to come and rule. Zionism, have you ever heard of Zionism? Zionism is both political and national movement to create and sustain Israel state eternal. So that's their movement. And this movement begins in 1987. Until now really surface, all of them put more effort, okay, to see that the Israel have the land. All of them play a very huge part. That is why when you go to Rothschild board, pay his way in, they have 80% of it all. And right now when you go to the High Court of Justice in the land of, supposed Holy Land, you're going to see the Illuminati, a pineal gland, all seeing eye symbol right in the courts. Right over there. In their high courts, right over there, you're going to see, because it's been built by Rothschild, who holds about 80% of the whole land, okay? So that is the movement. You see, this, are you going to tell me this is coincidence? Oh, please dance. Zionism movement is preparing the way for Mahdi to reign. Let me let you know. This Israel, they don't care about who is going to be the Messiah. Okay, they don't care. Anyone can be their Messiah. Okay, just try and go in search of how they want their Messiah to be. They don't care. Anyone can be their Messiah. There's anyone that bring war peace, bring peace to them, anyone that does this is their Messiah, regardless of who that one is. So they have no idea. They don't have a whatever that say it must come from our lineage. No, from among the. If you are able to bring one word order, peace, that it will be their Messiah. Okay. So they are preparing the way for Mahdi, and they came from north, and the king of the north is on his way coming. So let's put scripture to validate this as well. I'm also going to read Protocol 24. Oh, So 2 Samuel 5:7, that is where this word Zion, not the Holy One, was being, that is the first place will be called Zion. You know, they are imitating us, the people of the book. So they said they are Zionism movement. Is preparing the way for Mahdi to come and rule. I read Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among all the nations and parted my land. You see, they share the land. Mahdi is coming to do the complete sharing, okay? Palestine is in one part. I think they give them about 30% or so, I don't know. On the other part, they give them about, yeah, they not give, I don't know. Long ago, I studied that, okay? So they share the land for gay, okay? I read. So when you go to the Holy Land, you're going to see that I think they divided the land into three. They give 15% or so to the Christian, I don't know. And they now gave about 25% to the Palestine. And the huge part they now give to the Israel. That's how they share the land, okay? Here I am, Revelation 16:13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits, like frogs, come out of the mouth of the dragon. The dragon is Allah, okay? And out of the mouth of the beast, which is Mahdi, and out of the mouth of the false prophet, that is going to be Jesus, that is going to come among the synagogue of Satan. Jesus is going to come out from there. Okay, he's going to play a part of prophet now. For there are the spirits of devils working miracles which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world to gather them together for battle of that great day. Okay, they not prepare the way for their king. This is preparation, powerful preparation for the kings to come and do battle of that great day of Jehovah Almighty. So right now we go to 90 for the sake of time. We also have about 2 points or 3 points. I want to end it all over here. 19 now. And the great city was divided into 3 parts. What are you telling me? It's already been divided. Christianity is there. Islam is there. You don't see that big mosque. You don't see the Catholicism. You don't see synagogue of Satan. 3 parts. Rehoboth and they are all Babylonia, okay? And the great city was divided into 3 parts. And the city of the nations fell. And great Babylon came in remembrance before Jehovah to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. He got all of you all together already. You are in the Holy Land. He's going to pour the wrath of his indignation against you. You pollute our land. You wait for judgment. Revelation 6, Revelation 9, Revelation 30. That is Mahdi duty. And the Zionism has already prepared his bed for him to come and rule. So when this debate was going on for them to have their own land, okay, for them to have their own land, first of all, Alaska came into their mind. Secondly, Uganda came into their mind. Finally, the Holy Land came into their land. Today they are in the Holy Land. The land is shared into 3 parts. I read now Luke 21:24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. It's talking about the people of the book. And Jerusalem, listen now, Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. As a matter of fact, Gentile is the one in the land, because Jerusalem shall be trodden down. Okay, the abomination of desolation must stand in the Holy Land and begin to rule. Okay, I read Revelation 17:13. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Yes, their power and their strength is for Mahdi. Mahdi is the beast. Okay, I read the protocols of the elders. Protocol 24. I read. I pass now to the method of confirming the dynastic root of King David to the least state of the earth. This confirmation will first and foremost be included in that which to this day has rested the face of the force of consecutivity by our learned elders of the conduct of the affairs of the world, in the directing of the education of directing of the education of though all humanity. Okay, create members of the seed. Excuse me, certain member of the seed of David of David. Let me call it for them the way it's been written, because their own is David. We prepare the king and their hands, selecting not by right, listener, selecting not by right of heritage, but by as eminent, capacities, not by because you are a born of whatever they call it Hebrew, no, but by eminent capacity. Mahadi is the eminent capacity they are preparing for. Okay, inducting them. Okay. Indicated them into the most sacred mysteries of the political, into schemes of government, but providing always that none may come to knowledge of the secret. The object of this mode of action is that all men know that government cannot be entrusted to those who have not been indicating into the secret place of its art. I think I'm going to end it over here. So you see, their kind of Messiah is not by right of heritage, it is by capacity. If you are capable, okay, in doing it, so you just become their Messiah. That's it. You can read it all. Okay. So quickly, point one just go like this. In thy seed, all the nations will be blessed. In the seed of Father Abraham, all nations is going to be blessed. And we see today, our nation has salvation. From the four corners of the earth, the knowledge of salvation is being taught. Okay, Genesis 12. Okay, what did Allah also said? Allah said, in my seed, all the nation will be cast, deceived, and destroyed. Revelation 13, that is about to happen, the Sharia law. Okay, that is about to be happened now. So point two, prophecy has been fulfilled before you and me, before our eyes. Prophecy has been fulfilled. Let's get precept for that. Genesis 9:27. And Yehovah shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servants. This prophecy has already been fulfilled. Okay, Shem is that is the progenitor of ours, the people of the book. And Japheth is where Ashkenazi came from. And he said Japheth is going to dwell in the house, in the tent of Shem. So why? This is the reason Abba Yahuwah, allows it to happen. It is a prophecy, must be fulfilled. He said Japheth is going to dwell in the tent of who? Of Shem. Shem is the firstborn, is the chosen of Abba Yahuwah. From there, Father Abraham came. Okay, and that is our progenitor. Okay, the people of the book. And Japheth is the progenitor of Ashkenazi, from where all these white people came. And Hamitic is the progenitor of the Africa. Okay, now what happened? This Ashkenazi were the one again who dethroned yes, the son of King David, when Queen of Sheba came to pay him visit, as she was going, according to history. So one son of King Solomon went along. Okay, he now became king in Ethiopia. Till when he now began to rule as king in the land of Ethiopia. Okay, now is it Ethiopia? Yes, Ethiopia. Yes. So who did throw him? It was Ashkenazi. So when they now came into, they have this wickedness to steal our land. So therefore, the next trace not to be, for nothing absolute to be found about the true people of the book, he now dethroned the son, the lineage, because it was proceeding from lineage to lineage. Now dethrone him and put end to the reign of the people of the book, the kingdom of Yahuwah in Ethiopia. In 1974, this took place in 1974. All right now. So Abba Yewa gave this prophecy already that they are going to dwell. Why? Because the last days events, the needs people must be there to play this part, like building the third temple, okay, like accepting. Yes, let's just hang it up over there. Prophecy has already been given. The Holy Land must be polluted, and the third temple must be built, and anti-Messiah must come and must declare himself as Yehovah, right in the temple of Yehovah in Jerusalem. He will rule over there. So the true people of the book is not in the land, and this prophecy needs to be fulfilled. And that is what Abba Yehovah prophesies even beforehand. You're gonna dwell in the tent of Shah, and to rebuild the third temple, and to play the necessary part that needs to be done, because the people of the book, they are not alright. So that is what Abba Yehovah prophecy fulfilled already. He said you're gonna dwell. Abba Yehovah is gonna entice you to dwell over there. So they are so deceived. They never know. They are also on mission over there. Yes, it is the divine will of Abba Yehovah, because the third temple needs to be built from that Jerusalem. Mahdi must declare himself God. He must say, I'm God. Everyone must look up unto him. It is prophetic and it needs to be fulfilled. And someone needs to play that part. That is the part Ashkenazi is playing right now. Luke 21, from 21 to 24. I read 24 already, but you can read that one in your quiet time. Here I am, Revelation 11. I read. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, Rise and measure the temple of Jehovah and the altar, and them that worship therein. But the court which is without the temple, leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles. And the holy city shall be tread under foot 42 months. This prophecy has already been fulfilled. The final one is the Mahdi, 3.5 years. Mahdi must sit upon this temple. You say you should leave the outer temple for them, for the Gentile belongs to them, and this is how they are going to do it. So who's going to build it? Now that we are not in the land, who's going to build that temple? It is Gentile, because their Messiah is coming over there to rule. The Gentile Messiah Mahdi. Okay. You see how they trample the holy city underfoot? This is the mark. This is the rainbow color. And they also put this sign on their zebra cross. So they trample underfoot. The seventh covenant of Abba Yehovah is on it. They trample underfoot. They make full of it. It's also on their zebra. I saw it already. Gay parade next week, Friday. So now we rush down to the point 3, the very last of it all. True people of the book is coming home with repented heart and with a mighty hand of Abba Yehovah. That is it. That is how we are going to come. Not this one. UN does this. This is the hand of UN. Yes, Abba Yehovah is the one working in all and all to fulfill prophecy. And the prophecy has already been fulfilled before you and me. Not always about that. The third temple must be built. Mahdi must sit over there, must rule 7 years in Jerusalem. Okay, who's going to do it? I'm not there. The people of the book, we are in exile for now. So someone has to play our parts. That's it. Matthew 23:39. Yahushua said, "He will say, Baruch haba, blessed is he that come in your name. We shall not say no more." That is what we are doing now in the land of our exile. We are all coming up. A great awakening is going on among us. Heaven is really, really helping us in these last days. Okay. You can read, yes. Here I am, Ezekiel 36, read it all, but I'm going to read some parts. We are coming home with a heart of repentance because we're being kicked out of disobedience. There's no way we can return back without repentance. That has never been done. Okay, Allah did that. You're going to see how Abba Yehovah is going to do it his own. It's a sign, powerful, that the whole world is going to be breaking news. 33, now I read. Thus saith Yehovah Elohim, in that day that I shall have cleansed you from all your iniquities, not some, homosexuality, not some, from all your iniquities, I also cause you to dwell in the cities, and the waste shall be built. Israel is not built, okay? And the desolate land shall be tilled, whereas it lay desolate in the sight of all that passed by. That's correct. We still found it out, like Judea or wilderness is still over there. And they shall say, this land that was desolate is become like the garden of Eden. You don't see anything Garden of Eden in the land of Israel. When we return back, you're going to see the Garden of Eden over there. Because we repented. We are coming back home. He said the people is going to be saying, oh, this land that was once wasted. It's not like the Garden of Eden. All right. And the waste and the desolate ruined cities are become fenced and are inhabited. Then the hardy that are left around about you shall know that I am Yahuwah. Yahuwah build the ruined places and plant that that was desolate. I, Yahuwah, have spoken it, and I will do it. Thus saith Yahuwah, I will yet for this be inquired of by the house of Israel, to do it for them. I will increase them with me like flocks, for the holy flocks, as the flocks of Jerusalem in her solemn feast. So shall the waste cities be filled with flocks of men, and they shall know that I am Yahuwah. All right, that's it. We are coming back with the mighty hand of Abba Yahuwah after repentance. We are all doing that over here. Deuteronomy 30 verses 4. If any of thine be driven out unto the uttermost parts of heaven, from thence will Yahuwah thy Elohim gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. This is how the gathering is going to begin right from in the heavens. Okay, now that we are being scattered in the four winds of the earth, when we die there, okay, the angel is taking us right away from, is doing the gathering already to heaven. But where this returning back to the Holy Land is going to occur, like the tribe of Yehuda is the one to be saved first. Okay, let me read it first. Matthew 24, 29 to 31. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. That is the sign. It's going to be witnessed by the whole world. For the people of the book, the children of Yahuwah, to come back to their own land, restoration, is going to be while the earth is going to quake that day. And there shall appear sign of the Son of Man in the heaven, and there shall all the tribes of the earth, is going to see it. Okay, more. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Because he's the one to take us back home. We cannot return back home on our own. You ain't did this one. Allah did this one through you, and in bringing his own seed to the Holy Land to play the last days, fulfill the last days signs anyway. And he shall 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the another. You see, from one end is the gathering is going to begin right from the heavens and down here on earth. First, the tribe of Yehuda, that is Revelation 3, 7 to 12. The congregation of Philadelphia, they are the one to be saved first. They are not going in through. They will never go. All right now. They will never go experience Sharia law. Okay. They are not going through Sharia law. He said, because you keep my name, you keep my commandment, I'm also going to keep you from the hour of darkness that is about to fall upon the whole world. So they are not going at all into Sharia. They will now see what is Sharia law. Okay, now I read now Zechariah 8, 7. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, behold, I will save my people. Okay. Excuse me. I'm supposed to be reading 12, not 8. Zechariah 12, verse 7. And Yahuwah also shall save the tents of Yehuda first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Yehuda. Did you get that? In that day shall Yahuwah defend the inhabitants. Okay, it's okay. Okay, yeah, let me read. In that day shall Yahuwah defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as Yahuwah, as the angel of Yahuwah before them. That is our Messiah. Okay? Here I am. Yeshayahu, Isaiah 11 to 12. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahuwah shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, okay, from Egypt, okay. The list keep going on, Ari 12 now. And he shall set up an sign for the nations. It's going to give the nation a sign that these are the true people of the book. And shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Yehuda from the four corners of the earth. You can read Yeshayahu Isaiah 66, 7 to 21. So this is another part they are using to legitimize themselves. Meanwhile, this place really disgrace them. But unfortunately, they are so blind they don't see it. Then we all speak 7 and 8. They stop over there. But Abiyawa, it is not so. He said he's going to do it by his sword, not by UN. Okay? He said, by my fire, by my might, by my power, he is the one to do it. His son is the one to bring us back home. This is the sign. I read verses 19. Only verses 19. I read. And I will set a sign among them. And I will send those that escape of them unto the nations to Tarshish. Okay, keep naming it, okay? This is the sign. What is a sign? Let's see the sign. Let's see what sign is. It keep repeating it. There's a sign among, he gave a sign that the nations, when you see this sign, you're going to know these are the true people of the book. That is what we return back home. First, Yehuda is coming back home. And where is Yehuda is going to occupy? We are going to the wilderness of Yehuda. It's going to be rebuilt. It's going to be emerald mansions, diamond house, right from the heavens. It's going to appear there. Dead Sea is going to dry. Every river there is going to dry. House is going to appear over there. This is the sign now. That when you see this, you will know indeed these are the these are the people of the book. And the fence is going to be fire. I read Revelation 12:1. And there appeared a great and a wondrous sign. It's a sign, a great and a wondrous sign in the heaven. We see after that of Abba Yehuwah, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. We know that is Israel. Okay, primarily it is Maria. Where it started from where? Genesis. Okay, if you want to know the mystery of this, go and listen to a message I did by the power of the Ruach HaKodesh, the mystery of sin. Review the overall and eternal bridegroom is Abba Yehuwah. You're going to know what this is. And not too long, verse 3, another one appeared. And there appeared another wonder in heaven. This is that of Allah. A great dragon. Yes. You know, the hexagram. See. The spirit of Anti-Messiah is already at work, but the final one is Mahdi. Okay. Revelation, we see already it's a sign. Abba Yehuwah has already given you a sign. So you need to watch for that sign. Revelation 3:7. And to the angel of the congregation of Philadelphia. Philadelphia simply means brotherly loved. Okay. That is the congregation of Yehuda. Okay. Yehuda shall not go through Sharia law because they are the kingly tribe. Okay. That is why he said brotherly love. Okay. Our Messiah loved us. He's the one to gather us out of exile and return us back to the Holy Land. Right. This thing saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that had the key of David. Yes, it's the house of David. He said the house of David is going to be Yehovah. The feeble among us, okay, they are going to be like David. That is the men of Yehuda. They are going to be like David. You know, he was a man of war. He fought many wars. He conquered, he destroyed enemies. Okay, fought the battle of Yehovah. All right. Now, the house of David himself is going to be Yehovah himself. That is Yehoshua. And we see use that key over here. Every other this is the only congregation you also use the key of David. Yeah, this is the tribe of David. Okay, this is the tribe of Yehuda. Excuse me. This is the tribe of Yehuda, and this is the royal tribe. Okay, that is why he also used the key of David for us. He that openeth and no man shutteth, and shutteth and no man openeth. The door of great mercy has already been opened unto the congregation of brotherly loved Philadelphia, which is the very tribe of Yehuda. No one can shut it. We will not go through Sharia law. If you are one of us, blessed are you. And Gentile is also included because you're going to be serving in the house of Abba Yehuwah. Okay, if you're also one of us being Gentile, happy are you, but put your house in order. If you don't put your house in order, therefore you are not one of us. 8. I know that works. Okay, yes. I know that works. Okay. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut. Ashkenazi, you can. You know, they are imitating Yahuwah. You know, Jewish is one tribe. Okay, Jewish doesn't represent all the 40. We know we have 40 tribes, 12 original tribes, and 2 extended tribes. Okay, so right now, Abba Yawasa, I'm gonna say first the 10th of Yehuda, and Allah said again, I'm also gonna bring first is on Jewish. Yes, they are Jewish. Okay, they are Jewish. Okay, so Enoch brought down into the Holy Land 70 years now when he brought back his own people. But ours is not going to take that long. He said immediately after the tribulation of those days, maybe 3 months or 3 years. Mark, this video is prophetic. Because Abba Yewa go for 3. Maybe 3 years or 3 months. Immediately after that is why the first resurrection has to wait first for Sharia law to first of all exalt his wickedness and behead the one he wants to behead. Messiah now said, I will give you the crown of life. He was speaking to the congregation of Thyatira. So yes, I think so. Oh, no, Smyrna. Yeah, he was speaking to Smyrna congregation. Be faithful unto death. I will give you the crown of life. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, you now see the great signs of the Son of Man in the cloud. Okay, so maybe 3 months or 3 years, one of that. But Yehuda is going to be in the land, and therefore 3 months or 3 years. Yes, but they are coming back home in the feast of trumpets. That is the trumpet we see there. It says the angel is going to sound the trumpet to gather the people of the book. And she said because he said, okay, I read them. Behold, I have said before. Yeah, I read that already. Keep my word. Yeah, okay. For thou hast a little strength and hast kept my word and has not denied my name. Yahushua is the name, not Jesus, okay? And I have not denied my word. That is the royal law, and you have not denied my name as well. That is Yahushua. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan. We said they are okay, Yahudi, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and bow and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Yes, that is correct. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see this sign powerfully in our midst. Okay. So that's why the first resurrection have to first of all wait for Sharia law to occur in order for the faithful that die and refuse to take the mark of the beast to be resurrected after. I think it's gonna be 3 months. I think so. I don't know. 3 months or 3 years. They are coming back home in the day of atonement. Okay. Okay, 4. Now, Revelation 24. And I saw thrones, and then I sat upon them. We are judged. Then I sat upon them, and judgment. Yes, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of Yahuwah, and which had not worshipped the beast, the Mahadi. Okay. Neither had his image, that is, okay, Allah. Okay. Neither received the mark. Another had received his mark, okay, 666, his governance system, not just number, it means governance system, upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahushua HaMashiach 1,000 years. But, 1,000 years, okay. But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were fulfilled. This is the first of resurrection. You must be beheaded, okay? Okay? And Sharia law. Don't take the mark of the beast. Blessed and holy is he that hath a part in the first resurrection. On such the second death had no power, but shall be prince of Yehovah and of Messiah, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. You see, so when you got beheaded, you are coming right back. Either 3 months, I think so. Maybe it's gonna be just because it's immediately. 3 years is not immediately. I know a day is like a year before Yehovah. And he also can so a day is like a year. A day is like 1,000 years. Okay, all right now. So I'm waving between the two opinions. Maybe 3 years or 3 months. Okay, immediately after the tribulation of those days, these people that is gonna be beheaded, they are coming right back here on earth. That is where all the other 30 tribes is returning back. That is where the whole land of Israel is going to be the Garden of Eden. Yes, we have unveiled it. I Baruch Haba Yehovah. Family, this is it. The mystery of Ashkenazi. You hear it already. Listen to part 1 in order for you to understand this part 2. We are done. I Baruch Haba Yehovah. Yes. Stay until next week, Shabbat. Another blast of the blast. We're going to unveil another wickedness of Mecca. Mecca is online next week, Shabbat. And I'll unveil what Mecca also is, what it contains. Stay until family. I love you all. Shabbat Shalom. Believe not as spirits. Oh, believe not all spirits. Believe not as spirits. Thou believe, oh spirit. Believe not all spirit. Yeah. Oh, believe not all spirit. Believe not all spirits. Thou believe, oh spirits. Believe not, oh spirit, yeah, yeah. Believe not, spirit. Don't believe, oh spirit. Oh, yeah. Believe no spirit. Believe no, oh spirit, yeah, yeah. Oh, believe no spirit. Believe not, oh spirit. Don't believe, oh spirit. I was caught in this. I was taken by this. I was captured, be enslaved by a lying spirit. I must believe this, Lord. I dwell so long with this lies. Believe no, yeah, spirit. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, believe no, spirit. They feed me with the Lord. They fed me with the Lord. They made big fool of me, making me to believe whom they are not. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. You see, Lord, is a bondage. Lord is a king. That needs worship. Lord is a king here. That needs worship. Lord is a king. Oh, that simply need worship. Oh, I was once deep in this. I was once stilled by this. Oh, please, don't make my mistakes. Don't take my mistake. Oh, don't make my mistake. Ooh, and don't believe, oh, spirit. Yeah. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free, and to be set free. Not casting, oh, not bandy, oh, not fasting. Only the truth, just the truth, knows the truth. The freedom comes from above. Don't believe, oh, spirit, yeah. Believe no spirit, yeah. Don't believe, oh, spirit. This is all about Ashkenazi, yeah. This is all about Ashkenazi, the evil, the synagogue of Satan. They are black and white. Yes, they are black and white. They are black and white. Revelation 2 more. Revelation 3 more. Yeah. I was free from my right hand lies. They gave me man with my left hand lies. I was free from my burnt lies be burned again, yeah, with my backside lies. I need to know the truth. All I need is the truth. I want to know the truth. Whoa, light expose darkness, so truth undo every lie. Oh, don't believe our spirit. Yeah, what you need to do, test. What you need to do, test. Yeah. Oh, what you need to do, just test all spirit. Test all spirit. Yeah, whoa. Don't believe all spirit. Yeah. Believe not the spirit. Believe not the spirit. Yeah.